Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is trigonometry questions solutions. We stopped at five the other time, so let's still touch base with one or two questions that I've shared. I believe you must have tried it. Okay, let's just quickly um, go straight to the solution. So after the last one we solved, the other one that follows is sine theta equals 8 over 17. Find cos theta. Like I've told you, you should know that yes, you can solve this. If you see it in an option, you should be fast with it. Okay, you can follow the time. If you see it in a theoretical option, you need to show your working. Okay, let's assume it's an option. I already know SOHCAHTOA. I know that this one is what? Opposite. This one is what? Adjacent. Okay, and I already know my Pythagoras theorem. And I've told you we have what we call Pythagoras triplets. Okay, so that is I can see that here I can quickly do it by heart. I can know that yes, this is um this is um this is hypotenuse square equals opposite square minus what? Adjacent square. So from here I can say 17 square. Okay, 17 square minus 8 square, which is 64. Okay, let me just show your work. Let me just show the working. Okay, so we have hypotenuse square, we have opposite square plus adjacent square. That is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so from there I can say that yes, from this I can say this is 17 square. Okay, we know our opposite to be what? 8 square. Then we don't know our adjacent square. Okay, so this is very simple. So from here I can just quickly say my adjacent square equals what? 17 square minus 8 square. Okay, so you can quickly do your calculation. 17 times 17, you can get the value of your answer. Very simple. Okay, that's 7 times 7, 49. Okay, then you can, after doing 7 times 7, 49. Okay, from here, you can just quickly do 17 times 17. You can press your calculator here. You don't need to do manual like I'm doing. Okay, like here, 7 times 7 is 49. Okay, carry 4. 7 times 1, 7 plus 4. That is 11. That's 7. Then 1 times 1 is what? 1. That's 9, 8, 2. So that's quickly, that's 289 minus what? 64. Okay, so when you do 289 minus 64, you get 225. Okay, you can do your calculation. You will get 225. I already know what the answer is. So if I'm to solve this, I already know that the third one is what? 15. That's Pythagoras triplet. 8, 15, 17. Okay, so from here I can now say my adjacent equals what? Square root of what? 225. So square root of 225 is what? That is that's 15, if I'm not mistaken. So since that is 15, then I can just go ahead and find my cos theta. You now say therefore cos theta equals k, that's adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, you can just write the formula adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. So what's my adjacent? My adjacent is 15. Okay, then my hypotenuse is what? 17, which is already given. It's as simple as that. So you see this is in an exam. If you see it in an option, you don't need to go ahead and start just know your Pythagoras triplet. If you know that 8, 15, 17. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can times it. So now let's quickly go to the second one that we have at the top right hand corner. We don't want to waste much time. Okay, for question 7 and 8, okay, the question I shared, this one follow each other. Very simple. Okay, you've been given adjacent, you've been given opposite, so the question should go straight to your mind that okay, what is my hypotenuse? Okay, you should know that okay, 1 plus 1, square root of 1, or square of 1 is 1, square of 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. Then the hypotenuse will be what? Square root of 2. So but for the sake of for the sake of calculating, let's just say from Pythagoras theorem rather. So you have hypotenuse square, you have your opposite square plus what? Adjacent square. Very simple. Okay, 1 square plus what? 1 square. That is 1 plus what? 1. Okay, so from here 1 plus 1 equals what? 2. So my hypotenuse, without wasting much time, is square root of what? 2. That is when you find the square root of both sides. Okay, you know the square root of both sides means hypotenuse raised to power 2 times 1 over 2, then 2 raised to power 1 over 2. Very simple. So you already know your hypotenuse square. So what do we need to now find? Therefore, my cosec theta, I've told you the third alphabet. Okay, the third alphabet will tell you the meaning of cosec. So that's 1 over sine theta. Okay, and we already know what our sine theta is, which is so Katua, that's sine theta equals opposite over what? Hypotenuse. Okay, opposite over hypotenuse. So since it's 1 over, I can just come here and say this is the same thing as saying opposite over hypotenuse. So therefore, my cosec theta equals what? 1 divided by opposite over hypotenuse. Okay, I've told you anything on the right hand side is the owner of the what? Of the sign. Okay, anything on the right hand side is the owner of the sign. So the owner of this division sign here is opposite over what? Hypotenuse, which is sine theta. So for me to not change it to multiplication, denominator will go up, numerator will what? Will come down. So that will be the same thing as saying that cosec theta equals, that is 1 times what? Hypotenuse over what? Opposite. Okay, which is what? I over OPP. So now the question you need to ask yourself, what is our hypotenuse? Our hypotenuse is what? Root 2. Okay, hypotenuse is what? Root 2. What is our opposite? Our opposite is what? 1. Anything divided by 1 is what? That thing. So the answer is what? Root 2. Very simple. Root 2. So we can as well find our sec and cot. Okay, so I might not be showing 1 divided by opposite over hypotenuse, but I already know it's the inverse. So which is very, very simple and what? And straightforward. So to complete this part, let's find our cot theta. Okay, our cot theta. So from here, cot cot theta is what? 1 over what? Tan theta. Okay, third alphabet. That's tan, 1 over tan theta. So from here, we already know that tan theta is TOA. That is opposite over what? Adjacent. So what's my opposite here? I already know my opposite. That's 1 over opposite over what? Adjacent. So if I find the inverse of this, that's what? Adjacent over what? Opposite. So what's my adjacent? My adjacent is what? 1. My opposite is 1. So therefore, cot theta equals what? 1. Very simple. Very, very what? Very simple. So my cot theta equals 1. So from here, I can find my what? Sec theta. My sec theta. So sec theta equals 1 over what? Cos theta. Third alphabet. I've shown you how you can identify your cos theta, your sec theta. So third alphabet is C, which is what? C is equal to what? Cos theta. So we already know our cos theta to be what? That's car. That's adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. Okay. So from here, sec theta is what? Hypotenuse over what? Adjacent. So what's my hypotenuse here? My hypotenuse is what? Root 2. My hypotenuse is root 2. What's my adjacent? 1. Okay. So therefore, sec theta equals root what? Root 2. So you can see that it's very simple. Therefore, sec theta equals root. So sec theta equals root 2. So from here, I can now go ahead and find, you now say, therefore, cot theta plus sec theta equals, what's my cot theta is what? 1 plus what's my sec theta equals what? Root 2. Do you see it now? So that is the value of that. So it means that the cot theta plus sec theta equals what? 1 plus rho 2. You see that is very, very simple and is what? Straightforward. So now the same thing applies to question 9, so that we won't have to be repeating similar questions and things like that, because we have more than enough questions. You have more than enough questions to play around with on each topic that I've shared on my page, on my social media handles. Okay, so please go through them. No matter all how the topic you're picking, you have more than enough questions to play around with. Very standard questions, exam questions, class questions, test questions, and things like that. So you can see that this question 9 is similar to what we've done. Get your sine theta, get your cos theta, get your tan theta. All you just need to get here is just your adjacent. You know your hypotenuse. Your hypotenuse square equals what? Opposite square plus what? Adjacent square. So you can get your adjacent from here. Okay, very simple and straightforward, and it's similar. So please, we have a lot of views. Okay, as you're viewing, continue to like, continue to comment, continue to share, so that we can reach a lot of young minds, to let them know that trigonometry is very simple, okay, and it's straightforward. It's interesting, and they will like it. They will love it. Cheers, and just like chin chin and pure water.